Hello students, welcome back to the mathematics class. This is part 23 of the chapter rational numbers. We were discussing NCERT exemplar questions. We will continue same exemplars from NCERT text, NCERT book. Discussion of questions from the exemplar problems book of NCERT. Students, I gave you these three questions as homework, and we shall first solve these three questions, then we'll continue with the discussion of exemplar problems. Students, in this 101 question which I have given you as homework, select those which can be written as a rational number with the denominator in the lowest form or in their least form. That means when we write the given this rational number in the least form or in lowest form, will it be a rational number with the denominator 4? This is the question. Suppose in the first one, when you take 7 by 8 and suppose if you write it as a rational number to the denominator 4, then numerator is supposed to be 3.5. Now, is this 3.5 by 4 is in the form of a p by q, stating that p and q are integers, to call it a rational number? Is this 3.5 by 4 satisfies the definition of a rational number? No. Therefore, 7 by 8 cannot be brought into the form of 3.5 by 4 to call that it is least form or lowest form. So, this is not selected. Now, in the second question, when I consider 64 upon 16, can it be brought to the lowest form with the denominator 4? Yes, it can be. When I cancel 16 or when I divide 16 by 4, it gives 4 as the denominator. When I cancel 64 or when I divide 64 by 4, it gives us 16. This will give one least form of a rational number. Further, it can be simplified. So, 64 by 16 can be brought into the lowest form or simple form to the denominator. So, this given number 64 by 16 can be brought into the denominator 4 when we write and we are trying to write lowest form. Similarly, 36 by minus 12. 36 upon minus 12 can also be written to the lowest form with the denominator 4. How? When I divide minus 12 by minus 3, it can be brought into the denominator 4. That means 36 also to be divided by minus 3. 36 when it is divided by 3 gives minus 12. So now this can also be, while writing in the lowest form, can be written as a rational number to the denominator 4. Now, what about minus 16 by 17? It's obviously not possible. What about 5 by minus 4? It is possible. Straight away, when I divide minus 4 by minus 1, use plus 4 and that minus sign will go up. Or I can divide 5 by minus 1, gives this as minus 5 by 4, satisfying the condition. What about 140 by 28? This also can be brought, like when we divide 28 by 7, it gives denominator 4. When we are dividing denominator 28 by 7, even numerator also to be divided by same 7, gives 20. 20 by 4. That's why 140 by 28 can also be, while writing it in simplest form, can be brought into a rational number with the denominator 4. So here, which are all the numbers selected? 64 by 16, 36 by minus 12, 5 by minus 4, and 140 by 28. These 4 can be selected. This is the right answer. And okay, before we go for discussing, you note down this. Then, after you put it down, we'll continue with 104th question and as well as 103rd question. Sorry, 102nd question. 102nd question and 103rd question. Pass the screen and now coming to the next 102nd question. In this 102nd question, using suitable rearrangement, find the sum. Try to observe. In the question number 1, we can first bring 4 by 7 and 3 by 7 together because they both are rational numbers with the same denominator 7. Next, we can bring minus 4 by 9 and minus 13 by 9 to one side together. Now 4 by 7 and 3 by 7, easy to add them, is 7 by 7. Minus 4 by 9 and minus 13 by 9 can be added easily because they both are again rational numbers to the same denominator. Now 7 by 7 is 1. 1 plus minus 17 by 9, and taking LCM, if you simplify further, it gives you minus 8 upon 9. Here, which property that we have used? Rearrangement we did. Which property we have used in shifting 3 by 7 to that side? We have actually used associative property or commutative property, also you can say. Minus 4 by 9 and plus 3 by 7. This we have interchanged here. So we can say using commutative property, a plus b equals to b plus a. So similarly, in the next one, we can use some rearrangement. Here, minus 5 can be added to minus 3. We can take these two one beside the other. Next, plus 7 by 10 added to minus 4 by 5 can be taken. These two can be taken one beside the other because their denominator is going to have 10 and 5. Their LCM is 10. Next, we can take 3 by 7 added to 5 by 14. These two can be taken one beside the other. Rearrangement can be done like this. Now adding them becomes easy. Minus 5 minus 3 added gives you minus 8. 7 by 10 and minus 4 by 5. Their LCM is 10. And 7 added to twice because 5 in 10 only for 2 times. 2 to be multiplied. So 7 added to 4 minus 4 2s are minus 4 2s is minus 8. This be the simplification. Then here 3 by 7 plus 5 by 4. Their LCM is 14. 3 by 7 and 5 by 14. Their LCM is 14. So 7 in 14 for twice. Again this is also multiplied by 2. Gives 6 added to 5. So on simplification here, minus 8 plus minus 1 upon 10 plus 11 upon 18. We can further simplify. Let me change. Now continuation. LCM of 10 and 14 is 70. So minus 8 multiplied to 70 minus 560. 10 in 70 for 7 times gives minus 7. 14 in 70 for 5 times gives 55. Now on simplification, minus 512 upon 70 we get. Further we can simplify. Minus 256 upon 35. This is the right answer. So we interchanged them and rearranged them and we brought sum. So this is the answer. Next, coming to the next 103rd question. Here, verify. This sort of question we solved in example number number in the exercises also. Example 4 in textbook. So I'll do it for one, the other two we can do it. Now, while verifying, let us take any one out of it. It's our choice is ours. So I'll consider second one. We have x equals to minus 7 by 9 given. So when we are given that x equals to minus 7 by 9, we use additive inverse. Additive inverse of minus 7 by 9 is 7 by 9, since when minus 7 by 9 added to 7 by 9 gives 0. Therefore, what we can say, minus of minus 7 by 9 is equals to 7 by 9, we can say. It is nothing but minus x. X equals to minus 7 by 9 minus x. It looks like. But the same equality this one, can be brought like 7 by 9 added to minus 7 by 9 gives 0. That means additive inverse of 7 by 9 is minus 7 by 9. That means minus of 7 by 9 equals to minus 7 by 9. Here, if you observe, by substituting this x as minus 7 by 9 as x, it can be brought minus of, see, this is the equation 1, minus x. Here I am substituting, instead of this 7 by 9, minus of minus 7 by 9. So minus of minus 7 by 9 means minus x equals to, here instead of this I will substitute as x. Here this can be, here minus of minus as here this is minus x. That's how it is taken. This is minus x. That's how it is taken. So here I have written that minus of x gives minus of minus x equal to this one, the second equation, minus 7/9 nothing but x. So we could prove this way. Rest of the first and third you can do it on your own. Otherwise, watch the example number 7 in textbook. You'll get the same clarity. Now we'll go to the question number 41 onwards. I discussed in your previous sessions till 40th question. Now we'll solve from 41 onwards. They're all fill in the blanks type. The negative of a negative rational number is always positive. That is what we just now saw. Negative of negative rational number is positive. Rational numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. They can be multiplied or they can be added in any order. The reciprocal of minus 5/7 is minus 7/5. The multiplicative inverse of 4/3. Multiplicative inverse of 4/3 is nothing but reciprocal only 3/4. The rational number 10.11 in the form of p/q is 1011 upon 100. To remove this point, we have to multiply this number by 100. It can be written as 10.11 upon 1. And numerator is multiplied by 100 gives without point 1011. So denominator must be multiplied with the same number as numerator is multiplied, gives 100 in the denominator. So we can bring it into the form of p/q as 1011 upon 100. Next, here 1/5 multiplied to 2/7 plus 3/8. Here distributive property to be done. So in the fill in the blank is supposed to be 1/5 into 3/8. Next, two rational numbers. The two rational numbers lying between -4 and -5 with the denominator 1. So any rational number with the denominator 1 are called integers. So -2 and -5, between them we have -3, -4 with the denominator 1. So this is the 47th question. Then next, 48th onwards, we have seen in our last session as homework. We did already this true or false type. We have already done in this 48th to 55th question as homework. Then we'll continue with the next 56th onwards. 56th, true or false type. If A is not equal to 0, the multiplicative inverse of A by B is B by A. So this is true. Next, the multiplicative inverse of -3/5 is 5/3. Multiplicative inverse of negative number supposed to be negative. here, but it is shown as positive. The additive inverse of 1 by 2 is minus 2. Additive inverse, just a change of sign, but he has even reciprocal. It is also false. Then 58. If x by y is additive inverse of c by d, additive inverse, so their sum should be 0. It is true. Then for every rational number x plus 1 equal to x, it is clearly false. So successor of a number cannot be equal to himself. If it is considered for natural numbers, whole numbers are integers. When it comes to the rational number, 1 added to any rational number cannot give the same number. So it is false. Next, if x by y is additive inverse of c by d, then their difference equals to 0. No, it is false. Only sum is 0. Next question. 61. The reciprocal of non-zero rational number q by p is the rational number q by p. Reciprocal of q by p supposed to be p by q, is saying same. So false. If x plus y equals to 0, then minus y is known as negative of x. It is again false. Here not minus y is coming because sum of these two numbers is 0. So y is additive inverse of x or negative of x. So it is false. Next, 63rd question. The negative of any rational number is the number itself. Correct. Minus of minus x is x. This is what we learned. It is true. Next, the negative of 0 does not exist. This is also true. So, negative of 0 doesn't exist. Learn that. Negative of 1 is itself is false. Negative of 1 is minus 1. For all rational numbers x and y, x minus y equals to y minus x. It is also false. Commutative property is not true for subtraction. For all rational numbers x and y, x into y equals to y into x. This is true. Commutative property is true for multiplication. For rational numbers under multiplication. Next, for every rational number x multiplied to 0 gives x. This is false. X multiplied to 0 gives 0. Next, 69th question. For every rational number x, y and z, x plus of y into z, there is no distributive property addition over multiplication. So it is false. Next, for all rational numbers a and b, c, a into b plus c, it is into. So it is distributed. A into b plus a into c supposed to be, but here is getting b. So this is also false. It's supposed to be BAC, but instead of AC gave BC. Next, 1 is the only number which is its own reciprocal. 1 is the only number, he says. It is false because there is one more fellow who is that minus 1 is also one more number who acts as reciprocal of its own. So it is again false. 72nd question. Minus 1 is not the reciprocal of any rational number. It is also false. minus 1 is reciprocal of minus 1 itself. So it is acting for one of the rational number. So it cannot be called that it is not reciprocal to any. So it's wrong. It's false again. So next, for any rational number x added to minus 1 gives minus x. It is false. When x is not added to minus 1, instead of when x is multiplied to minus 1 gives minus x. It is false. So 74th question. 74, for rational numbers x and y, if x is less than y, that means x is bigger number, then x minus y is a positive rational number. It is if x is bigger. Okay, let us take minus 1 as x and y as 0. Okay, now we'll do x minus 1. When x minus y is done, minus 1 minus 0. It gives minus 1 minus 0 gives minus 1. But as per his statement, when x is greater than y. Oh. Here x is greater than y? No. Is it minus 1 less than 0? Yes or no? Minus 1 is less than 0. It is true. That means first condition is satisfied? Yes. What about next condition? X minus y, minus 1 minus 0 gives minus 1. Is it positive? No. So it is false. Coming to the question number 75. If x and y are negative rational numbers, then so x plus y is also negative. Then so is means it says x plus y is also negative. Is it true? You can check with any two negative rational numbers added. Gives their sum as negative only? Yes. So this is true. Okay. Then we'll continue with the next 76th question. Between any two rational numbers, there are exactly 10 rational numbers. It is false. We have infinitely many. Next, 77. Rational numbers are closed under addition, multiplication, but not under subtraction. Rational numbers are closed under subtraction also. Difference of any two rational numbers is again a rational. It is again false only. Next, subtraction of rational number is commutative. It is false. Subtraction never be commutative. Minus 3 by 4 is smaller than minus 2. You know how to verify. Bringing it into the same denominator. Minus 3 by 4. Minus 2 can be brought into the same denominator. Minus 8 by 4. So amongst them, which is the smaller? Which is the smaller? Obviously, this is the smaller. So this way also you can check, or on a number line, when you consider 0, between -1 and 0, we will find minus 3/4, whereas -2 will be left side of that minus 3/4. So always, whoever is right side of another number and a number line is greater. So this is false. Last, 80th question. 0 is a rational number. Yes. 0 is a rational number. True. Next. Ha, 81st question. All positive rational numbers lie between 0 and 1000. So positive rational numbers can be more than 1000 also. He says only they lie between 0 and 1000, which is false again. It is false. Next, the population of India in 2004 and 2005 is a rational number. Population, it is always a number. What type of number? It's a number which will be in the form of whole or complete. So in 2004 and 2005, population of India must be some in crores, maybe 135 crores or 130, somewhere 130 around crores. Is a rational number, he says. So every integer or every whole number or every natural number is a rational number. So in my opinion, it is true. Next, coming to the 83rd question. There are countless rational numbers between 5/6 and 8/9. Between any two rational numbers, there are infinitely many or countless number of rational numbers, which is true. Next, reciprocal of x power minus 1. See, reciprocal of x power minus 1 means I have to find reciprocal of this fellow x power minus 1, which is 1/x. So reciprocal of this is again 1 upon x, which is nothing but x. That means what they gave is wrong. It's a false. Rational number 57/23 lies to the left side of 0. Remember, on a number line, when you consider, here, let me properly draw. If you consider 0, to the left side, you will have negatives. To the right side, you will have positive. Since this number being positive, it cannot be left side of 0. It is false. Rational number 7/-4 lies to the right side of 0. So again, since this number being negative, it cannot be right side. It's supposed to be left side. It is also false. Then coming to the 87th question. First of all, this what type of number it is? It is positive rational. Is neither to the right nor to the left side of 0. It is certainly to the right side. It is also false. Next, 88th question. Rational numbers 1/2 and -1. One is positive, another is negative, are on the opposite sides of 0. So when you consider in a number line, if you take -1 is the left side and half is the right side. They are on the opposite sides of 0. It is true. Next, 88th question. Every fraction is a rational number. It is true. But vice versa need not be true. Every integer is a rational number. It is also true. Now, 91st question. The rational numbers can be represented on the number line. True. We can represent them on the number line. The negative of a negative rational number is positive. So that is what we learned. Minus of minus x is x. So it is true. Next, if x and y are two rational numbers such that x is greater than y, then x minus y is always positive. You can cross check whether it is true or not. Let us assume x as minus 1 and y as, here x must be greater. So I am taking y as minus 4. Now x minus y I will take, which is minus 1 minus of minus 4. It is just nothing but minus 1. Minus of minus is plus, and minus 1 plus 4 is plus 3. Is this positive or not? Yes. You can take various examples and cross check to tell the truthfulness of this or to verify whether it is true or not. So it is true. 0 is the smallest rational number. So no rational number can be said as that is smallest. So it is false. 0 is not a smallest rational number. Every whole number is an integer. It is true. Every whole number is an integer. Vice versa need not be true. Every whole number is a rational number. This is also true. Every whole number is a rational. 0 is a whole number, but it is not a rational number. No, it is false. 0 is also lies in rational number set. 0 is also a rational number. It is false. Question number 98. The rational numbers 1 by 2 and minus 5 by 2. One is positive, another one is negative. So they are on the opposite sides of 0. It is true. Just now we saw. It is true. Rational numbers can be added or can be multiplied in any order, like in this example. Minus 4 by 5 multiplied to minus 6 by 5 is same as minus 6 by 5 multiplied by minus 4. So it is true. Next, solve the following. Select the rational numbers from the list which are also integers. They are also integers means denominator must be 1. Here straight away 1 by 1, 0 by 1, minus 1 by 1, minus 2 by 1 I can say, because their denominators are 1. 3 by 1 is also an integer, but 3 by 2 is not. Now to check minus 3 by 2 it is not. To check minus 4 by 2 is it integer or not? Cancel. Minus 4 by 2 can be written as minus 2 by 1. That means it is yes. Minus 5 by 2 cannot be. Minus 6 by 2 can be written as minus 3 by 1. So minus 3 by 1 is nothing but again an integer. Next, 9 by 4 cannot be. 8 by 4 can be written as 2 by 1. So it is can be. 7 by 4 cannot be. 6 by 4 cannot be. 9 by 3 can be, because it can be written as 3 by 1. 8 by 3 cannot be. 7 by 3 cannot be. 6 by 3 can be, because it can be written as 2 by 1. 5 by 2 cannot be, and 4 by 2 can be, because it can be written as 2 by 1. So here list of the given rational numbers which can also be integers will be 8 by 4, 9 by 3, 6 by 3, 4 by 2, 3 by 1, 1 by 1, 0 by 1, minus 1 by 1, minus 2 by 1, minus 4 by 2, minus 6 by 2. These are the rational numbers which acts as integers also. So today we solved up to 100th question, and I will not give any homework for you today. You need to pass each screen and note down those questions and solve them. As I have already explained to you, it will be easy for you to solve on your own now, and make a notes of all this in a separate notebook meant for only exemplars. These exemplar questions will help you a lot. So thank you for today's session. Next tomorrow's session onwards, I will continue from the 104th question onwards. Okay. Thank you. Jai Hind.